Welcome to the Huddle Podcast. It is September 16th at 11:25 at night. And week 2 of the NFL is done. Carson, how'd your week 2 go?
I've had better week 2s.
Aiden, how'd your week 2 go?
I've definitely had I've had better week 2s.
Okay. Anyone gonna ask me how my week 2 went?
No one gives a shit, Buffalo fan, dude.
My fucking week 2 went great. Josh broke his nose and continued to play. Playing through injuries. Real quarterbacks do that. Alrighty. We are gonna go into.
Aiden, you know where I will side with you? You know where I will side with you, Aiden?
What?
We've both had our teams way longer than Jake's had his team.
True. This is true. I didn't choose this life. I was born into this life.
He hasn't been through a hard time yet. He hasn't
I'm
been
a
through
Leafs
a hard
fan.
time yet.
I lost my mind 2 months ago on this
true.
show. I am the starter and founder of bad things happening on this show. I crashed out for 15 minutes. I watched it yesterday. It just feels good for me to not die for once. Okay, we'll get into this week. We're going to get into week 2 recaps, maybe touch on a couple things for next week, and then we're also going to try and get a show out previewing next week later in the week. A lot of week there. I just said week about 85 times. I can't believe it's the end of week 2.
Week.
Let's get
Crazy.
This show's going to be titled about this, so Aiden, go off. Tell us about the game. Aiden was at the game.
All right, yeah, so I went to Cincinnati. It was bumping. It was actually great. We got to walk across the bridge from Kentucky. Very cool. The stadium was all lit up. The streets were packed, flooded in orange. Everyone showed up in orange for the home opener. It was sick.
What did they call it? Like the orange?
Open in orange, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Like, off the hop, I'm like, dude, what a genius marketing idea. Because if you don't have orange, dude, everyone went to go buy orange. The store was packed. The NFL Pro Shop there.
Nice.
It was awesome. The crowd, it's the loudest game I've ever been to, which is sick. This crowd was bumping.
You think it was louder than Buffalo?
Bro, I couldn't believe it. It's the loudest game I've been to.
Louder
Especially
than Detroit on that Monday night?
Oh, that was a big game. That doesn't count. That's indoors, dude. It echoes back at you.
Okay, sure.
But yeah, no, loud game. Crowd was going. It was a great game too. It really was. Until Burrow.
What happened?
Sorry, flashbacks. Joe Burrow has turf toe. He has a grade 3 ligament strain in his foot. Hurt his toe. He tore his ligaments in his toe and now has to get surgery. And is out for 3 months.
I just bought this jersey, man.
Oh,
fuck off.
They did come out with a win.
Yeah.
It's the first time
Browning looked good
under the Zach Taylor show.
Hey, he did actually.
That we're 2-0.
Looked good.
He did. He looked all right. He did throw 3 picks.
Last year he looked good too.
He went pick, touchdown, pick, touchdown, pick, touchdown. So there's that.
If you go get Jameson Williams, you're getting the same thing.
I agree. I honestly...
Winston,
yeah.
Winston, sorry.
No, it sucks, dude. It fucking sucks. Not having your quarterback, dude. As soon as he went down, he went into the blue tint, and oh, dude.
Do you think he heard it more because you guys don't have a cart to cart him off the field?
I think he denied the cart. I saw a lot of that. He was on the sidelines, kind of waving it off, like waving them off almost. Like he tried to walk himself, and then when he went to the locker room, he needed help. Then they should have got him a cart, I think. But it looked like he didn't want it. Trying to be a tough guy. I'm like, brother, you're not coming back in the game. What are we doing?
Well, okay. Can you cut his toe off and can he play?
That's what I said. I was like, just cut it off. Who needs it? Who needs it? I guess you probably need it as an athlete, but I also asked chat. I asked AI if I could donate my toe. It says they haven't figured that technology out yet, which kind of sucks because I don't really need my toe.
Okay, another question for you. Would you have rather spent however much you gave T on maybe getting a better offensive line?
Bro, we can't do it. We can't do the line right. I honestly think if we went out and spent all that money on offensive line, we would find a way to pick the wrong guys and fuck that up. Because the last 3 years, we've invested in the offensive line through draft, through offseason. Dude, we added 4 offensive linemen this offseason. They haven't done shit, obviously. Oh, dude, it's brutal. It's brutal. And know what else pisses me off? When Jake Browning came in the game, dude, the line looked amazing. What are we doing? I think they allowed like 2 pressures for the rest of the game, and that might be a little guilt they felt.
Yeah, you know
that
why?
They just let their.
The Jags don't feel like they need to rush Jake Browning like they do Joe Burrow.
Bro,
You ever think
Josh
about that
Allen
one?
Josh Allen was blitzing pretty consistently, but no,
The worst Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh changed it to Josh Hines Allen. My bad. He doesn't like being called Josh Allen.
I wouldn't. Well, I
wonder
would.
why.
It was brutal. Other than that, though, other than my heart being broken mid-game, it was fantastic. We got the win.
2-0. Would you rather be 2-0 without Joe Burrow or 0-2 with?
0-2 with, I think.
Yeah.
Dude, dude, our schedule this season it's not it, Chief. It's not last year's schedule. It gets going right around the corner.
Can I throw something out to you?
Yeah.
Just see if it sticks. Joe Burrow, first round draft pick, and maybe something else for Patrick Mahomes.
What?
Joe Burrow, a first round draft pick, maybe like a third for Patrick Mahomes.
I don't want Mahomes the way he's playing either right now.
Oh, fuck. You're 2-0, they're 0-2.
Yeah. They're 0-2. That's a cherry.
So that's all you got on Toe Man.
Toe Burrow?
Toe Burrow.
Imagine they cut his toe off, though. It'd be the coolest nickname of all time. Toeless Joe.
Toeless Joe?
Toeless Joe.
Oh, shit.
Like, that'd go hard in, 30 years after he retires.
Can I ask you guys a question? And this is a little off-season talk, but, when do you call it quits on, let's say Joe comes back next year, he looks fantastic, and then he gets hurt again?
Oh, the honest truth is you give him until his guaranteed money is up, which is three seasons. He gets $190 million the next 3 years guaranteed.
Yeah. Okay. I just thinking out loud here. That's all.
The problem it's not
think
him.
That he can prove. Yeah, I think he can prove that he does well enough. I feel like it's.
No, I think he's a good quarterback.
Injury is
hurt.
a separate thing. I think as long as you're on the field, though, you can't deny paying the person because it's a better route than having a bunch of crap. You're gonna have a better chance.
Yeah, it's not Burrow.
Crap, but just players who are not as good as Burrow.
Joe's played a season less than Andrew Luck and has been sacked 24 more times.
Andrew Luck played through injuries.
I mean, so is Joe. He played through his calf last year. I don't know. He can't play through the toe injury. Let's be honest, he can't. What is he gonna do? Try to dance around in the pocket on a toe that you can't step on?
Boot.
You can say it's just a toe. It's not just a toe. He tore his ligaments in the ball of his foot and his toe. He can't move. He has to get surgery.
Okay, so offensive line next year, is that what we're looking to upgrade?
We've been looking to upgrade them for the last, what is it? This is the 5th year now? Like,
Okay,
holy
fire
shit.
the GM, fire the head coach. That's what I say.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's time to start ripping the system apart from the office side. And like, oh, we need something. We need something. We can't let him get hit this much. It's
No.
crazy.
No. Okay. Carson?
My thoughts
Houston
on the
Texans. I was
Oh,
just going to move
Texans.
on to you.
game. All right, well, we can go there. We can go there. Boys did great this week. No, I think their defense is on point. I think that the Bucs have a great offense, in my opinion. I think they showed that the last 2 years. Baker's second amongst all quarterbacks in the last 2 seasons to have, just in terms of yards, he's second. So I think that they have a good offense, and I think that stopping or holding them to 20 points is good. But offensively, it's the exact same thing as the Bengals. If they don't get a line, then they're flat out just not gonna be good as an offense in general. I mean, they had the ball in that Rams game with 1:40, 3 timeouts at the Rams 35. You can't ask for a better game-ending scenario than that. You have all the time in the world to run the clock down. You have all the timeouts to take them when you need. And then they fumble the ball.
Did you mean the Bucs?
Week 2. Well, I'm just talking about the Rams Texans game now. I'm talking about the Bucs right now. Oh, that's all good. In the Bucs game, they have the lead with 1:50, and they have this supposedly top 5 defense, and they just couldn't stop them. Baker runs it down, and it's funny that. Yeah.
I want to say Tampa Bay's 2-minute drill. We saw this last week against the Falcons as well. Looks unreal.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but when they
good.
get into that 2-minute drill, they look unstoppable.
Yeah.
And like you said earlier, that Texans defense, when you hold that Tampa Bay team and you held the Rams to under 20 points.
Rams to 14.
That's a game you expect to win. If you can hold both those teams to 20 points or less, you have to expect your offense to go out there and get 23.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's that line. It's the same thing as the Bengals. Jake, you got anything to say on that game?
The Bucs look good. They're going to be a good team. You guys, on the other hand, I just I don't know. You can get you can get better, and you will get yourself out of this. You have a bounce back game next week. Who did we say? The Jags at 1:00.
The Jags, yeah.
So hopefully you win that one. They're also a hungry team, so we'll talk about that next episode. But I don't know. It looks different without all your receivers, and trading away big pieces to your O-line is obviously an issue. I think CJ Stroud doesn't look. I think the same thing's gonna happen to Jaden Daniels. What is happening to CJ Stroud, where it's bad team plays a bunch of bad teams and just beats up on them, and then the next year they get good teams because they win their division, and then it doesn't look so great.
I mean, I will say they have won the division 2 years in a row now. They did play good teams last year, and they still got 10 wins.
I don't think they had the toughest schedule in the world.
They beat both your teams in the regular season, and
I agree. I don't think the Bengals were very good last year.
I only say that because they hold the Bills to a higher standard. I'm not saying the Texans are better than those teams. They aren't. Maybe
no, but they
you could argue
go
the
out
Bengals
and
but
compete against anybody. I think.
I agree, but last year they had a way better team. Tank's hurt.
Yeah, they are
has
going
Christian
down.
Kirk even played a snap for you guys?
Week 1 he did, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think the Texans could crawl their way out of this. I mean, the division certainly looks weird, eh? Like, I don't think Tennessee has
it's
looked
a
as
strange division.
shit as I thought they would. They actually look like they're at least fighting. The Jags are mediocre as per usual, and the Colts actually look good this year.
Yeah, they do somehow.
Can Daniel Jones keep this up? I don't know. I still think you guys are fine. You're an 0-2 team. I wouldn't go crazy and be like, get ready for a Super Bowl, Carson, but I wouldn't be.
Oh God, no.
I think you guys can still make playoffs and maybe even win a game in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, first round. That's the hopeful side right now. But
you guys are just you guys
see.
are banged
this
up
Jags
right
game
now.
is a big one.
Yeah. If they lose
this game, then the season's
Yeah.
I mean, look what you're working with. You're working with an offensive line who I know it's only 2 games, but they're ranked 31st right now. It's not
Nick
good
Chubb.
offensive.
Yeah, Joe Mixon's not playing. They're missing 2 wide receivers. I agree with all that, but I also think, like, on the other hand, it's tough to run a team then because, I mean, I don't have Stroud like super high in the ranking system, my own included, like very high. I think he's like around 10 to 15 right now. I think that's where he falls. And to me, like, he's another person in that area is like Brock Purdy. And Brock Purdy, as much as I think that he's good, he's not capable of winning a Super Bowl, I don't think, without at least some pieces around him. And I think that we see that through injuries and stuff like that. He still has moments, just like Stroud still has moments. That touchdown pass on that first drive to Nico Collins was beautiful. They had 2 back-to-back 25-plus yard plays to get the first points on the board in the first drive of the game and the first time in like 8 games. So it was good, but, you know.
Yeah.
They just have a lot of bad as well.
It was the battle of 6 versus 7 this week.
It was.
Baker versus... Oh, there's Goose.
Oh.
There is Goose.
Can I touch on one more thing?
Yeah, let's flip to the Bills.
Yeah, but before we do that, I forgot to say something about the Bengals. Bengals Pass Pro ranks since drafting Joe Burrow. Pass block win rate. 2020, 29th. 2021, 30th. 2022, 30th. 2023, 27th. 2024, 32nd. And 2025, 28th. Technically, they have gotten better somehow.
Barely.
Anyways.
Yeah, the pieces, dude, it's just like they don't click. They don't click.
It's like when they put on the Bengals jersey, they just go, I ain't blocking.
Yeah, I ain't blocking. I don't know what it is. It's because individually there are a couple good players on the offensive line. Mims he's second year. He's like now he's starting. He looks decent. But if the whole line is not collectively good as a unit, it's not a good offensive line. I since we're touching on the Bengals again, I did want to ask you guys, because I mean, obviously my household has been up in arms with Joe getting hurt, and the let's say a couple people in my household have some playoff hopes still alive. What do you guys think?
I don't think it's unreasonable. You guys almost made the playoffs the last year with Browning. Now, what does their schedule look like?
So that's where I think I feel like I took a really realistic outlook on this, because personally I think Browning is a top 2 backup QB in the entire league. I think he's a great second quarterback.
You have some heat coming up, bro.
We have heat, and that's the problem. And I think Browning.
You have
can
a schedule
perform.
right now?
Yeah, I'll read it off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
And
you guys.
you say which ones you think are going to be a win. I'll mark them.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
2-0, and now they are at Vikings.
I think we can go out and beat the Vikings. Jake Browning got cut by that team, and he beat them last year or 2 years ago. He beat them.
Okay, at Broncos.
I
8:15 Monday night game.
And that's a Monday night. I think the Broncos should. I mean, they lost to the Colts. They lost to Danny Dimes. It's a possibility, but I think that's not a win.
Yeah. Okay. 4:25 game. At home against the Lions.
I think the Lions are gonna roll.
Okay. At Packers 4:25 game.
I think the Packers are gonna roll.
Thursday night football at home against the Steelers.
This one I think we can win. It's obviously depends on how Rodgers plays. This is a 50-50 ball. I'll give it to Browning just in the hope realm of still being a contender.
Okay, at home against the Jets.
I think we can beat the Jets.
At home against the Bears.
I think we can beat the Bears.
Bye week into at Steelers.
I will probably end up splitting with the Steelers.
Alrighty. Patriots at home.
I think we can beat the Pats as long as they kind of play the way they've been playing.
Thursday night at Ravens.
Bro. This would be
Slaughterfest.
Such an upset if we won this game. It would be like
that's a
the
murder
city of Cincinnati.
in Cincy.
It is. The Cincinnati would be throwing confetti off their balconies if we won this game, dude. That's a loss.
December
No, but I'm saying the game
Buffalo.
is going to be a murder in Cincinnati.
4:25.
That's probably a loss.
Alrighty. Ravens at home. Holy fuck.
But here's where Burrow may come back. This is the game that Burrow may be back for. And
3 months is the best case scenario.
Yeah, but he's the type of guy to push it, which I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but he is the type of guy to push it.
All right.
This is probably still a loss.
Okay, at Dolphins 8:20 Sunday night football. That's going to get flexed.
That's going to get flexed. I think we can beat the Dolphins with Browning.
All right, Cardinals 1 p.m. at home.
I think the Cardinals are frauds. They've played the Panthers and the Saints. I think that's a win.
And then to cap it off, a 1 p.m. game against the Browns.
The Browns might be on their fifth quarterback by now. I think that's a 50-50 game, but I think we could win that.
Alrighty.
In hopes of playoffs. That's Burrow back as well, hopefully.
Final scores 10-7. Wins.
Damn, that's so squeaky though.
And that's you had 2 games in there that are 50-50 burgers.
Yeah, that's like. And the thing is, if we get to that Ravens game and what I said does happen, then I think Burrow comes back. But if we lose even one of those games that against the Bears or the Jets, I almost think it's what's the point of Burrow coming back to have a 9-8 season and just miss the playoffs? Sit out the rest of the season.
There's no point.
There's no point. Risk injury even further.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's no point.
So what's your guys' thoughts?
They're not making playoffs, dude. I'm sorry. I do, and as much as I've trolled you and I troll your stepdad and I troll your brother, I do like the Bengals.
Yeah.
I want them to do good. I would like it if all 3 of our teams were in the mix and played each other in the playoffs and everything. I genuinely want my friends to make it as far as possible, but not farther than me.
That's my household still has hopes between my stepdad and my brother. They think it's definitely possible.
I will say I think that Jake Browning has played well. Like, in the time that we've seen him start against Cincy, I think he's played well. And Jamar Chase had a huge game, even without Burrow
And I mean
and with Browning. So, I mean,
with that offense, like, it is good enough to produce the points, but between the turnovers that Jake Browning will likely produce over Joe Burrow and the defense still not being great, it's hard to have hope. For me, personally, I don't think they're gonna make playoffs. I don't think Burrow should come back this season. I think he should rest, and I hate that because I look forward to football all year, and now my season is crumbling before my eyes.
But
my family still has hope.
I got one more like off-season question for you. What does Joe Burrow get the offensive line for Christmas?
A gun. Instead of a samurai
shoot
sword,
him?
to get them all guns. Yeah, so they all go home and figure out how they work.
Is he going to give up his box to Jake
No,
Browning?
That's
Browning when he's in box is good. Remember when Joe gave up his box and Browning went all in there and he fucking celebrated?
Yeah. Look, I'm just saying, if Browning can go out and if he can win one of the Ravens games or beat the Bills, the city will catch fire. The city will catch fire, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? At that point, I don't want Burrow back in that scenario either. Just let him cook. If he's burning cities because of how good he is, then just let him keep playing.
That actually is another question. I'm happy you said that. What if Browning does run this gauntlet? What if he just runs this table? He gets two losses.
This is not a question for either of us. I pose this to you off air. If Browning goes in there, plays fantastic, and wins a Super Bowl, do you bring back Joe Burrow?
Right? I don't they brought back Wentz when Nick Foles did it. I don't know. I really don't know. The thing is, you're paying Burrow $250 million.
Yeah, but look at
if
Wentz
Browning
now.
goes out.
Wentz is now playing games with the Vikings, his sixth team. Like, what?
All right, we're 27 minutes in the show and we've talked about the Bengals for 45.
And now his replacement is winning Super Bowl.
Oh.
Now it's my turn.
All right. Let's get into my game here. Buffalo at New York. They won 30-10. I'll read you my thoughts on the game, and you guys can tell me what you think. Allen had a monster run. I think he's the best runner in NFL right now. Best running quarterback in my opinion. Josh broke his nose and went off for one play. By the way, during that play, Mitch Trubisky threw for 32 yards. Justin Field had 27 on the entire day.
Saw that.
So that's fun. I think the O-line looked bad. Our O-line needs to be better. We're supposed to be one of the best O-lines. It didn't look great. How did Josh Allen getting punched in the face not get called? He broke his nose. He legit broke his nose. The fact that he went out and played, Josh Allen is the best QB in the league. Coming from a Bills fan, but in my opinion, there's no question about it. The Jets might be the most mistake-ridden team ever. That was ugly football from them. Stupid mistake after stupid mistake. They'll get a big play. Oh, no, there's holding. It was just the Jets lost that game more than we won it, to be honest with you. Again, I still think, I thought James Cook had a fantastic game. He looked unreal.
Yeah.
That sidestep he did, where it looked like he was going to get absolutely no yards and then somehow shook off three guys. So that was nice to see. James Cook, another monster day. It's good to be a Bill because those in-division games are always scary. It doesn't matter how shit you're playing, the opponent is. It's nice to lay the meat out and get to work.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
I do. I think the Bills are a top 3 team in the NFL. There's not much more. Like, they're just a better team than the Jets are. Like you said, the Jets laid a fat goose egg out there. Every time they had any momentum, they shot themselves in the foot. There was multiple penalties that brought back plays. I thought your offensive line didn't look terrible. I mean, I don't know if it was your line or Cook that made them look good, but Cook had a monster game.
Just Josh didn't have a second in the pocket though. Like, and also the other thing I will say is I still don't know who our guy is this year, wide receiver wise. Like,
Yeah, I know. I mean, Shakir is. Would he have one catch?
Shakir has barely gotten target. Coleman didn't look great. Palmer didn't look great. Where the fuck is Kincaid? Holy shit! What a shitty draft pick. Like, I don't see this guy anywhere. It's Knox mostly catching balls now. It's like they just decided, okay, Kincaid is useless now. Again, this is the guy who won and has a good team bitching on a podcast. What's new? But yeah, I don't know. Palmer, 2 receptions. Kincaid had 4, so maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Honestly, your team, like, watching the Bills play, it literally looks like the receivers don't matter. I think your offensive line looks pretty solid, and then it's either Josh Allen or James Cook. It's like pick your poison. One of them's about to drop at least 6 yards on your head every play.
Yeah, and so Coleman 3 receptions, Shakir 1, Palmer 2. They just spread the ball out so well, and Mr. Bass, I think you're bye-bye.
Bro, Matt Prater, 59-year-old Matt Prater, looking good, brother.
Yep.
Looking good.
Bro, he rolled into the locker room, and players thought that he was a coach.
I saw that. I saw the clips. Yeah. Oh, hey. Oh, what are you, a new special teams coach? No,
Yeah.
I'm actually a kicker. Oh.
And I will say, because I don't think we're gonna be able to get this episode out before, not this episode. We'll be able to get it out before Thursday, but not the next episode. We got the Dolphins next week. Somehow the Dolphins keep getting away with playing us at home early.
Yeah, I know.
It's bullshit. So Thursday Night Football is Bills versus Dolphins in Buffalo. We should lampoon this team. And I hope they don't fire Mike McDaniels because I want him to stay in the division. He's good for it. But yeah, this should be a slaughter fest. Hopefully no one dies.
Yeah, we just watched New England drop 33 on their head. I'm expecting Buffalo to go out there and drop 52.
And we'll get into the Dolphins because I have a lot on them too. But I don't know. I feel good about where we're at off this Bills game. It wasn't the most exciting game. I don't have anything else on it.
I would say that there's a point that you said earlier, Jake, about Josh Allen being the best quarterback in the league right now. And I think that if you started that from just this season, never mind whatever any of the quarterbacks in the league have done in the past, these first 2 games of the season, Josh Allen is definitely number 1 right
Agreed.
now. And because of how much Mahomes has fallen, I would say that also helps him a little bit. And then on top of it, Lamar has never won anything either. So even though he's also playing great, they're still at the same level because they both have MVPs. That's it. And a lot of playoff appearances.
I think Josh has better playoff record. I don't think we've done fantastic, but I'm actually interested. You say bringing up Lamar and all that. Who do you guys think is the betting favorite right now for MVP? I'm pulling it up right now, so I'll have an answer for you in a second. But
I mean, I would think it would be Josh Allen, then Lamar.
It'd have to be Josh.
Then Hurts.
It's got to
say
be
those-
Saquon up there. No, Hurts is not.
No,
You don't think
Not Hurts.
Saquon is up there?
I don't think Hurts.
look, I not like personally. I think Saquon should be up there, but I just knowing Vegas, it's quarterbacks are going to be at the top of that list. Still, it's going to be like Allen, Lamar, Hurts, Baker. It's going to be quarterbacks. Those are the guys
Baker
that
will
come
be
to
in
mind.
there.
Those four.
All right. Oh, wow. This is interesting.
But the top two quarterbacks right now
So,
is Allen.
do you want me to
Lamar.
read top 10?
Yeah, go for it.
Allen, Lamar not far behind. Herbert tied with Love.
Okay.
Jaden Daniels, Baker Mayfield, Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott, Patrick Mahomes, Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, that makes sense. I honestly forgot about J Love. J Love could win it this year if that team keeps doing what it does and he doesn't make mistakes. I mean, it just comes with winning.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, let's move on to what game do you want to get into next? You want to go into the lampooning the Bears got?
It doesn't matter. I mean, yeah,
Let's do
just
it.
go in 1
Yeah,
o'clock
we can jump
order, I
into
guess.
all of them real quick too.
Yep. So the Lions won 52-21 against the Bears. St. Brown had a huge block for Gibbs. I fucking love Amon-Ra St. Brown. He also dragged a guy for 7 yards. I thought that like nobody was talking about that. Branch had a forced fumble. He looked unreal. The Lions did a celebration where they did the fake stutter fall that they ran against the Bears last week. The defense did it as a celebration. That was hilarious. Ben Johnson got booed. I think deserved. What else happened in that game? Something else. This game was close at half, but the Lions just decided we are a better team. We're going to beat you, and the Bears looked like they gave up, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
that
Bears
was a
don't.
beating.
They don't have a quarterback. I just like watching the Bears play. I don't think Caleb Williams looks very good. He had 207 yards, 128 went to Roma Dunes, and both the two out of the two passing touchdowns both went to him. So he had a monster game.
He threw an awful pick too.
Yeah,
Like
it's
you're supposed to throw the ball out
Yeah,
there,
it's
and he laid it up right to the guy. I feel sorry for Bears fans because they're already looking at like next season.
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, when a team goes out and drops 52 points on your defense, whether or not your quarterback's playing well, you're probably not going to win.
It's
that game.
irrelevant.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one last thing I had on this is, where is it? Quote from Caleb Williams: "You're not going to punt much here." To their punter, Torrey Taylor has punted 92 times, the most in the NFL.
Oh,
Fuck, he was wrong about that one.
how do you guys like? Obviously, Caleb Williams was the first quarterback taken. Jaden Daniels had a way better rookie season. He still looks better. He's like, whether or not he's having a sophomore slump this year, he's still the guy in Washington.
They
Same thing
traded Ryan. Okay, Ryan Poles has something like 50 draft picks since he's been the GM. They have not gotten and top 10 draft picks every year. He had 2 back-to-back first-round draft picks. I know he traded one of them, but still, they give Pro Bowls out like candy. He has not drafted a Pro Bowler.
Yeah,
Ever.
it's bad, dude. I want to say, like, obviously the same thing happened the year prior. Young goes to the Panthers first overall. It's not looking great for him. CJ Stroud goes after him. He looks promising. I still think he's the guy in Houston.
I still think he's good too.
Like, that has to just be a dagger to the heart. Like, just big time. And I mean, the Bengals were close to that situation when we drafted Burrow first overall, if Tua Tagovailoa didn't fracture his hip, he was going to be the first overall pick. And
Well, you
looking
guys
back,
didn't pick Penei Sewell, so
imagine
you have
making
your
that
own
mistake.
ghosts. You have your own ghosts, though, Aiden.
Yeah, but now we have I do understand we didn't pick a great offensive lineman, but we also have the best receiver in the league.
Good's a receiver without a quarterback.
Triple Crown? I don't know.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
My bad, pimp. Sorry. Yeah, the Bears are in dismay.
Carson to the Super Bowl.
True. Listen, true. I'll fire shots at you. You fire shots on me. This podcast needs to hate each other more. We're too nice to each other.
Wow.
Someone zap me if the Bills lose. Don't actually, please. My feelings will get hurt. But Carson, thoughts on any of this?
Well, I don't know, man.
It's never good when Carson sighs before he talks.
Nothing.
He was jumping around so much that I forgot where we were going.
Sorry, I just like to bullet out my
Burrow
point.
and then CJ and then
the Lions-Bears game.
Podcast. Fuck's sake.
Oh.
I thought I was crazy for it, and then you tell the topic. Anyway, Lions, Bears, what are my thoughts? I think that people were wrong on Caleb Williams. I think that he doesn't look good. I think that he's had enough opportunity, or the Bears are just a franchise you don't want to be a fan of because they haven't done anything to prove that they're a good team, ever. Except for Mike Ditka, because he's a badass. Everybody else can't do anything on that team. I think they're one of only 3 remaining teams that have never been to the AFC Championship game, if I'm not mistaken. Or, sorry. No, they won the Super Bowl. But in the last certain amount of years, like 40 years, they're one of only 3 teams to not make the AFC Championship. So, it's bad. It's a bad franchise. No 4,000-yard passer, too? Like, what is that? I don't know if I believe that anymore.
And we might not see it from Caleb Williams this year.
And I hate to say it, but think about how Baker went to the Panthers, dude. Any franchise without a quarterback right now should look at themselves. I wish we had this podcast back in the day because I would have had this take back then too, and I've said it. Aiden, have I said it to you? Have you heard me say it back when Baker was shelved for no reason?
Especially after that Rams game.
Go ahead and take a risk on a guy like that, though. I'm telling you right now, there's certain teams where it's just maybe it's not the player. Maybe David Montgomery looked like a beast on Sunday for the Lions. Swift didn't look that great. I guarantee if Swift leaves and goes somewhere else, he's going to look good again, man. Because he looked decent in Detroit. He's okay.
He looked good in Detroit. And I mean, the same thing with Montgomery. When he was with the Bears, he was a mid-level running back at best.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've seen this a lot, I feel like, recent years of Sam Darnold roams around the league for a few years, goes over to the Vikings, historic season.
Geno Smith. Daniel Jones.
What the fuck are we doing?
Daniel Jones, Jameis Winston, to a degree. He started a career again with... No, but he played a full season starting with the Saints after being with the Bucs.
To be fair, he kind of tore it up with the Bucs. He did drop 30 for 30.
He would also drop 13 interceptions. But anyways, I think for the sake of the show, we should be quick with some of these just because I know some of you guys have time restraints.
What's the next game?
All right. Rams versus Titans. I think the Titans actually looked a little bit better than I thought they would. The Rams are clearly a way better team. The Titans have a promising future, though, in my opinion. Like, I think their quarterback looks good. Now, the cross-body pass cross-field that he threw for a touchdown,
Crazy.
that's like a huge no-no, but it worked. So, like, hopefully you can talk him down from not doing that. I don't think you will because it worked.
Yeah.
But normally that's huge danger.
And he had that flick pass, too.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
that
pretty
was
sick.
bad.
Yep. Puka, 8 receptions, 91 yards. Devontae Adams, 6 receptions, 106 yards. Dude, Devontae has to be so happy, like, having Matthew Stafford.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Compared
100%.
to Grandpa.
Yeah.
We'll get to old man ayahuasca later. Do you guys have any other notes on this game?
No. It started off as a good game. The Titans were actually winning going into half, which I thought was surprising. But then, then the Rams turned on the Jets, and it was over.
Carson, anything?
No.
Alrighty. So Grandpa Ayahuasca, aka Aaron Rodgers, and the Steelers lost 17-31 against the Seahawks. Both teams are now 1-1. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't watch much of this game, so I don't have a strong opinion on it either way.
Listen,
take it away here, boys.
I think that the first thing that needs to be said is that Sam Darnold gets his credit minorly. Okay, I'm not saying he's going to be as good as he was with the Vikings or anything like that, but if you look, I mean, they're 1-1, which is good. It's a positive thing, I think, for where the Seahawks were when he came in, and then on top of it, JSN's been popping off. And if you look at the other team, the team that he came from with a 14-3 record, they're now they haven't been good through pretty much the entirety of the last
they look good for 1 quarter.
Exactly. So I don't have a lot of faith in the Vikings turning it around. I think that it shows that at least he was somewhat important to their team's performance. So I'd give a shout out to him out of this game.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
Aiden, you got anything? Or?
Yeah, I agree. I want to give Sam Darnold his flowers. In the fourth quarter, he went out there, he balled out, he dropped 17 points in the fourth, kind of crushing even still a decent Steelers defense. They're not what they used to be, but they're still good. I think he's gonna be fine there. I think he's gonna be like a Geno Smith there. Yeah, 2 tutties, 2 turnovers. Played well. Mr. Ayahuasca, brother, I don't know how you go from what he did last week to looking like that this week. DK was a non-factor this week. I think he caught a touchdown, I'm pretty sure, for my fantasy.
Yeah.
Other than that play, he might have had 10 yards. Like, that was brutal. I personally, I thought DK was going to go in there and light it. I thought this was going to be 150 yards from this guy. I thought he was going to ball out. Nothing happened there. I'm very excited for the Steelers to lose. The Bengals are first in the division. How long can they hold that lead?
That is crazy.
But the Bengals are first in the division. Feels good to be on top.
I will say, your division gets a lot of credit for being one of the toughest division. Your division is ass, dude.
My division's ass?
Yeah.
Huh?
Your division is not as good as everyone says it is.
Maybe this year, finally.
Yeah, this year, your division is not good.
Okay, yeah, but they've been saying our division for the last 7 years, so...
Okay, I'm telling you, this year, your division is not good.
That's good news. I hope they're not good. I hope they suck.
Okay, enjoy your win.
I didn't watch much of this game at all. So,
No.
but I'm happy Seattle got the W.
Nice. Okay, we ready to move on?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 40-37, Dallas wins over the New York Football Giants, and arguably the best game of the week. Brandon Aubrey
100%.
is the best kicker in the league. He nailed a monster field goal for Dallas to win it. Russ didn't look as bad today. He was Sunday he was actually throwing the ball, so he looked good. What are your boys' thoughts on this? I mean,
Malik Neighbors is coming for a top 5 spot, bro. He touches the ball, it turns to gold, bro. I don't know what LSU puts in their water, but god damn does it turn these receivers into monsters. I mean, I gotta give credit where credit's due. Russ looked like a 2016 Russ. I didn't think Dallas was going to be that bad after that Eagles game. That defense gave up a lot, surprisingly, I thought. And Dak didn't look great until the second half, I want to say, and then he started to pick up. Thank God, have him in multiple fantasy leagues. I don't know. Pickens was scaring me a bit as well. He picked it up, big touchdown. I don't know how to feel about Dallas.
I think they are exactly what they.
Yeah.
I think they're exactly what they are. I think that, I mean, you lose Parsons. That's a huge part of your defense. I think he's proven that enough with his first 2 starts in Green Bay. And then, on top of it, I also think that on the back end, Jake, you jumped on the wagon late, but like, I thought the Giants were going to be good this year. Jake, you agreed with me.
Yeah.
And they just put 37 up, which is pretty decent against any defense. And, I think that they look good doing it. Neighbors, like you just said, Aiden, is clearly a beast. But you got to give credit to Dak. I think he still deserves to be in that top 15 conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I agree. Anyone have anything else on this game or no?
No, I wish I got to watch more of it. Obviously, like you said, probably the best game of the week. We had a lot of good games this week.
I didn't really think so.
No, I mean, the Bengals game was good.
Me neither.
Maybe I just got a sour taste in my mouth from watching that Sunday night game.
Yeah. Yeah,
we'll get into that later. The Ravens beat the Browns 41-17. How we feel, boys?
Expected.
I don't know what the fuck happened in that game, dude. That game was like, what was it, 10-7, 10-3 going to half? Like, it was the slowest burner. Derrick Henry doing absolutely nothing, which is also crazy.
Derrick Henry had 2.3 fantasy points. They absolutely bottled him up. The Ravens defense actually was the one who won them that game.
Yeah. Yeah, I was mind blown. And then what did they do? Drop 21 in the fourth. I mean, the Cleveland looked like they just gave up, right?
Yeah, they rolled over.
Flacco did not look. I think they gotta start running through these quarterbacks. They gotta test something in Cleveland. Like if you're Cleveland, you don't have hopes for playoffs or the Super Bowl. Let me see what Dylan Gabriel can do. Let me see what Sanders can do. Like let's see these young guys. Don't you want to get a sense of something, so you know what you're doing for the draft next year? That's what I think.
I actually am happy that you brought that up because I see it from a different perspective. Because we don't know what those backup rookies are going to look like, and I don't think that we think either one of them is ready to make inroads in the NFL quarterback competition. Like, I don't think either one of those guys starts. It's a better idea. Like, they're going to look good. I don't think
Really?
that the system is set up enough there. They don't have great wide receivers. They don't have a great running back. They don't have a great O-line. They don't have great tight ends. Their playbook sucks. Like, are they going to be able to have any reason to believe a quarterback can change that system? Why not just let this guy play out a season? You don't have any hopes at playoffs. You don't want to make the playoffs necessarily because you want a high draft pick because your offense has had no production for the last, 800 years. And, like,
They had one Baker year.
I don't know.
I just
They had
think
one Baker year.
I just think if you sit these young guys and you do go out and you get a top 5 draft pick next year, and you're like, wouldn't you like to know if your rookies have a glimmer of hope in their eyes? Any of them? Like,
Yeah.
Flacco's not going to win you anything. This team's, no matter who you put at the helm of this team, don't expect playoffs. I agree. I don't think we're changing the culture with Shedeur Sanders. But wouldn't you like to visualize if he has any potential in an NFL experience?
I have 2 points on this. First off, I think you get the young bucks in there just to get them some reps. Again, we all agree the Browns are not winning anything. See what Gabriel has. I think they have decent pieces on offense. Like, I don't think Jerry Jeudy's a scrub. I don't think he's a number 1 wide receiver, but I think he's a good wide receiver.
No, he's not bad.
Their running back has looked decent. What's his name back there? Sanders is his name, right? Or Ford? Yeah,
no,
sorry,
not
Ford.
Not Ford. No, you're right. Is it
But it's
Sample? The
something
rookie.
like that.
And Judkins didn't look bad either.
Yeah, all 3 of those guys I think look decent, and I think you have a good tight end in Njoku. I think Njoku is an underrated tight end because he hasn't had a good quarterback to throw to him.
And the new tight end, Fannin, dude, he's had 2 decent games. Like, he looks big.
Yeah, so I would rather see what I have with what's his name, Dylan Gabriel, and I would also like to see what Shedeur can do. Now, Shedeur was in the news this week, and we're not going to talk about this much just because this is a nothing burger. But bro basically said, hey, Ravens, don't draft me. I ain't backing up Lamar Jackson. Well, buddy, now you're backing up Joe Flacco, who's being backed up by Dylan Gabriel, who's being backed up by Cooper Rush, who's being backed up by your mom's mother, who's being backed up by Deshaun Watson, and who's being backed up by you. You're an idiot. Sorry.
Yeah.
Not your grandma, by the way. Not your grandma. Your mother's mother.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I don't understand why you wouldn't just see any potential that they possibly have. Give them a rep. Like, let's just see a visual test. If they can just somewhat handle a game in the NFL alone is a test, right? It's like, especially if you're not expecting anything. And if you do get a top 5 draft pick and you're like, oh, Dylan Gabriel last year, he actually looked not bad. Well, guess what? I can go and get an offensive line. Another edge rusher to put next to Myles Garrett. I can go get him a weapon in a top 5 pick from whatever college. Like, just have some glimmer of what you're going to do in the future by playing these guys now.
What do you think about Sacrificial Lamb playing Shedeur Sanders against a really shitty team in garbage time and then making him like have at least some stock and then trading him away? What do you think about that one?
That's what but like, that is like, I know that's kind of a funny joke, but it is kind of what you're thinking, right?
It's valuable.
It's valuable. It is potential. Even if you trade him away as a backup quarterback to some other team that needs
for a
him.
7th rounder.
Yeah, if you get something like, I do think there is potential in starting any of these backups just to see what they can do. Like you said, whether it is to trade them away, to know what you're doing next year, to see if they can produce in the NFL at all.
Yeah,
I think
agreed.
the reason that I disagree with you guys mainly is because
You're
when
wrong.
we see a quarterback go out as a rookie, we look at Bryce and CJ's careers. Everybody clearly has way more faith in CJ than Bryce Young. Bryce Young's in
Agreed.
clearly way worse of a situation, and they played the exact same amount of years and were picked one spot apart from each other. And I would say Stroud hasn't played that much better realistically than Bryce Young, and we are already giving up on him. So
I'm not
on a
giving
team
up
that
on him.
I don't think personally would have a good offense, even with a half-decent quarterback, a middle-of-the-pack quarterback, I think Purdy on that team is not bringing them to the playoffs. I'm sorry.
I agree, but I'm not
so I
expecting
just
playoffs.
think that it's bad for their
I'm more
image.
so-
It's bad for what they want to do with the team.
I'm more so for reps type deal, Carson. Like,
for reps and
I
yeah,
do
for
get
experience.
you. I do get you.
But
I do get you. But I'm
okay,
just looking at people like Jordan Love or Geno Smith or these guys who sat a lot in the early parts of their career, and now they're playing
Patrick
well because
Mahomes.
they've sat behind people. Pat Mahomes, yeah,
okay, but imagine drafting Bryce Young, and he doesn't play till year 3, and then he does go out and play this way.
Are you saying Shedeur Sanders is as good as a prospect as Bryce Young was? Because Bryce Young,
I think
we're more
so talking about Dylan Gabriel
than Sanders. Or
I
even
also
him,
think that quarterback draft wasn't great though, man. Like I don't think anyone's I mean, I could be wrong with Dart and what's his name in Tennessee there. I think they're both good. I don't think I think you need reps. You need 3 years in the NFL of consistent good quarterback play for me to be like, all right, this guy is a top. This is a good
But are
quarterback.
you giving up on Bryce then?
No.
It's his third year. It's a proven year.
Look what you just said with Brock Purdy. He went in there and proved that he can be a quarterback in the NFL. I'm not expecting these guys to ball out. I'm not, like you said, they don't have a great team. I'm not expecting them to do crazy things with this shitty team. I just want to witness them play an NFL snap and not choke under pressure and be able to complete a few passes. With I just want to let them have the experience and see what they're about.
JJ McCarthy has also sat for a year. He sat for a year, and mind you, they had to sit him because he was hurt. He has played out of 8 quarters he's played. He's had 1 half good quarter against the fucking Bears. He's looked ass.
I get your overall point. That's a good point. That is a good point, Jake. But me personally, I was never in on JJ McCarthy. I know that people were, and that he has clearly failed from his expectation. But just me personally, I was never very high on JJ McCarthy. I thought they should have kept Sam Darnold. But
look, I mean, we can talk about Peyton Manning, dude. He went in and he holds the record for most interceptions by a rookie. It's not about going out and being the best quarterback right away. And this kind of relates to Bryce Young too. But I just want you to prove to me that you deserve to play as a starting quarterback in the NFL. You don't have to go ball out. I just want to know that you can do it. Do I expect Bryce Young to be in a top 10 conversation right now on that team? God, no. I don't think if you put Jalen Hurts on that team, we're like, whoa, this team's crazy. But I expect him to play decent. You can visualize the mistakes that these players make, whether the team is good or bad. When they throw the ball, how quickly they get rid of it, where the ball placement is. I just want to see these quarterbacks have experience.
And the other thing I will say is I think the Vikings overall are a really good team. I think you're going to find out if JJ McCarthy is a guy or not by week 7, I'll give him. I'm giving him till week 7 to play 4 quarters of good football before
Yeah.
I'm completely out on him, because I think that roster is fantastic.
Fantastic.
I really do. I know Addison's out, but still, you have Justin Jefferson and you're barely getting him the ball. And if you
Naylor
are
looks
getting him
good.
the ball, it's overthrown. Anyways,
Taylor looks good, yeah.
we need to move on.
I know. Sorry, tangent right
No,
there.
you're good. You're good. This is a podcast. We're allowed to talk. Another game I did not think was a great game, but was better than expected. 49ers at Saints. 49ers are now 2-0. Saints are an 0-2 team that kind of puts up a fight.
Yeah.
They didn't leave this game, man.
This game was closer than I thought it would be.
Mac Jones.
And you know who I
Mac
attribute that to? The
Mac Jones?
49ers.
McCaffrey?
I feel like the 49ers are,
Good franchise.
even with Purdy, I don't think
No,
that
I
they're
think he's-
that great of a team.
Mac Jones played in this game, Carson.
No, I know. But I'm saying even if Purdy was playing, I don't think they're that great of a team. Or with Mac Jones.
No, and they're like, you got Ricky Pearsall running out there, you got Juwan Jennings, like, you don't have Ayuk. This is a different team without Debo's gone, and blanking on name, George Kittle. Being out, I think George Kittle is, first off, I think he's a beast as a tight end, but I also think George Kittle is the heart and soul of any team he's on. Like,
Yeah.
I think he's the best tight end in football still.
I'm not going to disagree with you. I don't 100% agree with that, but I definitely think overall, George Kittle is what a tight end is. He goes out and blocks. He'll catch anything, and he does whatever he's asked to do.
Yeah.
The tight end position is an underrated position because they're not really wide receivers and they're not really an offensive line piece. George Kittle is like the Swiss Army knife of tight ends, where he's good at everything.
Yeah.
And
that's
he's a
what
great
I mean
locker
when I
room
say he's
guy.
the best.
Then in that case, I agree.
This game was surprisingly good. A few things I thought about this game was Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara. They still got it. They still got it. I think Alvin Kamara did have a fumble loss. That's tough. All good running backs have a fumble. Bro, I love Alvin Kamara. I can't believe this guy's still producing at the level he's producing on. Especially
You gotta
on a team.
trade him in Olave, dude.
Right? Like
Olave to the Bills, Alvin Kamara
to Houston.
Yeah, that would
Dude,
actually be a good trade for you guys.
I know you
we
should
have
that
Mixon.
face.
I
You
don't know.
would take that deal.
Mixon's going to be out
stop.
for the year, bro. He's not even going to come back. We're still
That's
not
the
here.
weirdest backfield of all time, though.
Mixon
Nick
might
Chubb,
come over there and
Joe
punch you
Mixon,
right in the face.
and fucking Alvin Kamara, 3 old guys who just rotate their injuries. Like,
But Kamara's still good, dude.
Yeah,
and I think Christian McCaffrey is too.
He is.
I think Alvin
if the question
Kamara
was, would I rather have him than Joe Mixon? I would maybe say Alvin Kamara. But
okay,
let me
Joe put
Mixon,
this twister on you.
I don't dislike him enough to get another running.
Let me put this twister on you. Do you think Alvin Kamara would be talked about in the same light Derrick Henry is talked about if he went to a similar situation? Let's say Alvin Kamara goes to the Ravens instead of Derrick Henry. I think Alvin Kamara would be a really, really good running back.
I think he'd be a beast, yeah.
Dude, Alvin Kamara, he's old, but like, I don't know if he's ever had a 1,000-yard season, but he is such a weapon in the passing game as well. He's like a little bit a worse version of Christian McCaffrey, like peak for peak wise. He's a worse version of CMC. But
he's CMC if he never left the the Saints, the Panthers.
Yeah. Agreed.
I'm going to name some teams I like where Kamara could go. Just right off the rip. Don't know if contract-wise they'd be able to. Okay, so first one, Chargers.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of that fit?
I love that, dude.
That would be amazing on that team.
Yeah.
Number 2, underrated. I like this one a lot. Same division, Broncos.
They would never do that. They would never do the in division.
That would be hard, though. Alvin Kamara in the Broncos throwback jersey?
Yeah, but they got Harvey there, too.
But he's a rookie.
I mean, Chargers have Hampton.
So at the very least, he can sit behind the OG.
Alvin Kamara has never rushed for 1,000 yards. His closest he's gotten is 932 rushing yards. No, sorry, 950 rushing yards. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
Bro, if I'm looking across the landscape,
what do you think of the
right
Patriots? I know they have their rookie as well, but what do you think of the Patriots?
See, I think Stevenson is still decent, and you have Henderson. Like, he's gonna be okay, I think. I think the Chargers is a really good shout because Justin Herbert, that's a great dump off. I think that's a great dump off running back, and for someone who looks downfield a lot, that's a great weapon to have. I think that's a great call. And dude, I honestly think Houston is also a great fit. I do think Stroud could use a receiving back like Kamara that he could dump passes off to, especially behind that line, dude.
They do need a receiving
that would
back,
save his
for
soul.
sure.
That would save his soul.
Yeah, they
What
do.
about Washington?
He would replace Eckler
nice too.
like that.
Yeah.
Washington's
Just
really
because
nice. Plus with Debo in there, the ball can be spread well. Yeah.
Just
they do have a rookie running back, so
and the thing is he's getting he's old now, right? Like he's got to be 30, right?
Who?
Yeah, he is 30. Alvin Kamara, he's 30.
Yeah, rent a player.
Yeah. Just that poor man has to get off that team.
We get off on tangents every single topic.
I know. Okay, back to the Niners and Saints game. The other thing I want to say.
We're over it. Okay,
I just want to say, for a Mac Jones, Spencer Rattler game, for these two guys to both drop 3 tutties, have a decent completion percentage, and have no picks, was not on my bingo card. Impressive game by both guys who didn't know they were in the NFL still.
We called this last week, Carson. You were not here, obviously, but we said this game would be a stinky game. We said stinker of the week, I think.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
I tend to agree.
Let's move on to Patriots at Dolphins, 33-27. For New England, beating out the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins.
Guys,
Miami Dolphins
I want to have
fucking suck.
All right,
I want to have my moment, okay? I've been harping on them all off season.
Whoa. Me too.
Don't like
the
Dolphins. They're going down.
Let it be known on this podcast, whoever's watching, that our preseason predictions, all of us had Dolphins absolutely tanking in the bottom of this division. Like, we all had... I'm pretty sure one of you two had them winning 3 games this season. I'm pretty sure one of you guys had them winning 3 games.
Oh my god! Fuck the Dolphins.
Truer every week. Waddle.
Fuck you, Tony, and fuck you, Lucas. Your team sucks. Let me just dance on their grave for a minute. Let's get into some fucking music for this. is like when you down someone in Fortnite and you get to dance on them. The Dolphins stink, thank goodness. They're flying flags with airplanes over saying fire the GM and fire the head coach. I'm so happy.
Oh.
Are you crying?
That was
Tears of joy.
oh my god, that's so funny.
I thought
I'm sorry,
died
I
there.
just disrupted any production on this podcast.
Oh, that was beautiful, Jake. I know that dance
my
party
God.
was valid. Oh,
And now I'm blurry, so I deserve that.
all right. Tua looked less of a bum. Still didn't impress me. Drake May looked decent.
Tua still had a pick. Tua turned the ball over.
Mac Hollins, your boy, the shoeless monster, had a touchdown. I mean, I don't know. I don't care about this game, to be honest. I think New England could be
No.
okay for the rest of the season. I think they could be okay. I still don't think they have the team after watching them this first 2 weeks. The Dolphins suck. Waddle's hurt. The Dolphins suck. Tyreek is booking flights to visit other teams right now, being like, how much will you pay me? Because he is leaving this team.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I said that
Yeah, he's
forever
got it.
ago. I said that at the start of the year.
You did.
That was one of my fourth and foreseeables. Okay, actually, I do have something on this game. So, the Dolphins are trying to get downfield to score a touchdown to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
They get a monster run by A-Chain. A-Chain, before we know this, A-Chain might have stepped out of bounds. It goes to review. There's TV timeout. It goes to review. The Dolphins have all this time to either A, get ready with the next play and in case he did step out, or B, sit around and pretend like they got a touchdown when we know the possibility is there that A-Chain stepped out. A-Chain called back. He stepped out of bounds. The Dolphins begin to run a play. They had a whole TV timeout and then a whole play clock to decide what they're doing. Nope, can't decide it. 10 yards back. Then, okay. Then the Dolphins have another 30 seconds to decide what they're doing. They can't get set, can't get anything out. Another 10 yards back. This is this is to win the game. Then the Dolphins get rushed, throw the ball out of bounds, try and throw the ball again. They don't get anything, and then Tua gets sacked, and that's how this game ends. Mike McDaniels is terrible. This whatever is going on in Dolphins, like I know I just had a dance party on their grave, but like zooming out and looking back, that would make me jump into a river with a 500-pound vest. What are we doing? Oh my goodness. I would lose my mind. And then what McDaniels said after the game was, I need to pull this up because it's word for word one of the dumbest things. I think he said, to win the game, we need to win the game. And in order to win the game, we need to win the game. But we lost the game, is what he said.
Yeah.
It was the most brain rot.
Wait, that was real?
Yes. Let me pull up the exact quote.
I saw that, and I thought it was an NFL meme page.
No. He said that.
Oh, no. Oh, no, dude.
Mike McDaniels, post-game.
Oh,
Okay.
the Dolphins stink.
To win games, you have to win the game, not lose the game. Honestly, and that is how you lose the game. You're moving the ball down the field.
To win the game, you have to win the game and not lose the game. That is an NFL head coach.
Damn, dude. Fire. That's awesome, actually. No, the
Dude,
thing
we
is,
can coach a team.
I was going to say, honestly, I'm not going to lie. That him saying that gives me hope that I'm gonna start an NBA game one day.
An NBA game?
Yeah, if he can coach the NFL, I can dunk on LeBron.
I just like I know that all three of us have been fired up because we're all actually right on something, and that doesn't happen very often on this podcast. I'm sorry I took over your guys' little glory shot here, but I just like something about your in-division team just sucking. If we lose next week, I'm gonna look like the biggest asshole on planet Earth. We better not
shit.
lose. Go ahead with what you guys want to say on this game, but I
If you
just have
guys-
been.
If you guys
I was
lose
more
next
excited
week,
about talking about this game than the Bills.
if you guys lose next week, we're bringing in McDaniels for an interview. No, I'm not gonna lie. I watched 0 of this game, so strictly based off stats. Good job, Drake May. 2 of you suck.
Wow,
Carson?
fantastic roundup. No, I would just say that it's one of the worst things in the NFL and about watching the NFL, in my opinion, is it's such a team reliant sport. So you have teams with these excellent players, they're top 20 players in the league any given season, sometimes for long periods of time, and they're stuck behind whatever situation it is, the rest of the team not being cohesive or anything like that. And I think teams like this are perfect examples that Achane is a beast of a running back. The guy had a game in his rookie year with 6 carries and then 200 plus yards. That's a ridiculous stat line. The guy is a monster. And it just sucks when guys like that, Tyreek, Waddle, even Jonnu Smith, when I thought he was good, even him being stuck there. Even the other running back there, the guy that Achane kind of took over, Mostert.
I don't think Mostert's there
too.
anymore.
Yeah,
But he was good.
No, he's not, but he was good. So it just sucks that offense isn't clicking, because it's a one that can put up 70 points in the
against
past.
the Denver. Yeah, agreed. I mean, I feel like you can say that about a lot of teams. I don't know. I will agree with you that on paper, when you look at Miami, you're like, it's one of those teams where I expect them to be good. You really do. The offense, Tua's. I love clowning on Tua, but he's not god awful. He's okay. They have two receivers that could be number ones in some places. Obviously Tyreek Hill could be a number one in most places. Waddle's a number one in a lot of places. You just said they have a top 10 running back on their team. It is they just maybe Jake's been right this whole time and it's just the coaching. It could be something.
No. Tua sucks too. Sucks too.
I agree. He's not great, but I mean, Tua's on the same level as someone like Sam Darnold, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So
he's been in MVP races.
Yes, I know, Jake, you don't like that, but so this team should be able to do something.
He had he led the league in passing yards a couple of years. He definitely is not a crap quarterback. I would agree that Mike McDaniels is a bigger problem than him.
He was the coach when Tua.
McDaniels not a bigger problem.
No, that's what I'm saying. Either something's not clicking, something in the locker room's not clicking, something's not happening in Miami.
Okay, I'll tell you what's going on in Miami. A, they had a disappointing season last year. B, they haven't looked good in the playoff once. C, their team can't play in the cold, and guess what 3 teams they see twice a year? The Jets, who play in the cold, the Bills, who play in the cold. Granted, they don't schedule the Bills when it's cold, but still. And then they get New England, which is also cold. Their head coach looks awful in the cold. He's not ready to play games. Fucking D, or whatever letter I'm on. The quarterback. The quarterback literally lunges head first. Let me show you what Tua does. There's a 6'5", 250-pound defensive lineman, and this guy decides head first for a hit. This whole team is a disaster. That's coaching, that's quarterback, that's their wide receiver who wants to leave but then doesn't, but then has a kid and then can't catch the ball, and their running back, the A-Chain, I agree he's great when he's healthy. He's never healthy. We're in week 2, and I guarantee there might be an injury pop up. Waddle doesn't get used properly. Their GM stink. They had a complete turnover on their entire secondary is brand new to the team this year.
Yeah.
The entire team is a disaster, and I honestly think I'm the Lorax, and Miami Dolphins fans are the trees. I speak for the trees. I'm sifting through your trash looking for receipts to find out why you guys suck, because I love it so much.
Well said.
I could fix the Dolphins.
Well said.
Listen, and again, I said it last week. I'll flip over to Patriots game just to make sure that Tom Brady's and Gronk aren't there and Edelman aren't there. I like to see my division die. Justin Fields. Like to watch him.
Oh, concussed.
He'll be throwing up gang signs next week.
All right.
Joey Bosa looked unreal. I forgot to say that, by the way. Joey Bosa looked really, really good. What? Throwing up gang signs was too much?
No.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, what we got next?
We got the Panthers against the Cardinals, 22-27. Again, Aiden, we were wrong about this game.
Yeah.
It was a close game. I thought the Panthers were going to get boat raced.
Yeah.
Didn't watch any of it. I said I wasn't going to watch it. I'm not going to pretend like I did.
I mean, the end of the game, kind of like the game was not as close as it looked. The Panthers did kind of almost bounce back. They scored 2 touchdowns very late, but the Cardinals had this thing pretty closed out going into the fourth. Bryce Young looked well. He threw over 50 times. He only had 1 pick.
I thought he played a decent game.
Yeah, he looked decent. Kyler Murray is the most athletically gifted, non-good QB in the league.
I actually love that.
Like, he's so athletically gifted. I mean, he's the only other guy that runs the ball like Lamar does. He can throw the ball unreal. The guy was drafted 9th overall in the MLB. I don't know if it's something that's not clicking up here for him. Obviously, he has a contract clause that demands him to watch film and study, so that's never a good sign. But I don't know. I think the Cardinals are frauds. The Panthers are still kind of in the place they were last year, where, like Carson said earlier, not a good enough team to win anything, but not absolutely ass where you don't have hope for this team's future.
Very well said.
Yeah, I don't know. The Cardinals are a super weird team to judge and have been for a very long time. Like the entire Murray era, I don't really know what to think of him. You know, like putting him on another team, how he would do. It's weird to look at because, like you said, he's very athletic, and I mean that one play, the highlight of that game, when he avoids that sack and then just takes off through the middle of the line.
Yeah,
cuts to the outside. He gained like 20 yards. It was a super athletic play. Most quarterbacks fall in that situation. Even some of the best. I would put him, when he's healthy, in the top 3, maybe 5 range of running quarterbacks. Like, he's up there with Jaden Daniels, for instance. Maybe not
Dude,
Lamar
100%.
or Allen,
I-
but he's definitely third, fourth, fifth.
Yeah. Jake, you got anything on this game?
No, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I watched this game. I do have something on Kyler Murray's contract,
Okay.
if you guys care. So the total value is $230.5 million over 5 years. Guaranteed money is $160 million. Average per year is 46.1, and then it goes through 2028. He signed his contract at the right time, man. And I
Yes,
don't
he
even
did.
think it's fully him. Like, when they were picking a new head coach, I
No.
think it was clear that they should go with an offensive coach. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think offensive coaches are better, in my opinion, and maybe that's because I'm not a fan of my own head coach, who is a defensive head coach, who our defense ends up costing us playoffs every year. But when you look at good head coaches, Andy Reid, minus Bill Belichick, but like who win currently, they're offensive head coaches, and Kyler Murray is just such a waste of money. He got signed in the same year. Like they did we could either go draft a quarterback and risk it, or we can just pay this guy a boatload of money that he doesn't deserve, and we basically punt the ball on hopefully we get a good quarterback this year.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys agree.
I mean, he definitely got paid at the right time. He came off a good season that year. I believe they made playoffs, and they haven't done so since. I don't think they've had a winning record since. Watching, like, I didn't watch a lot of that game, obviously, because I was at the Bengals game, so I only saw what was on TVs here and there. I did watch him. I think he threw the ball to Marvin Harrison Jr. half a dozen times, and I think 3 of them were catchable. I think he got 2 of them. I don't know how you don't use a guy like that so much more. He has the arm for it. He has a deep ball arm.
Isn't their entire team though just like meh? Like James Conner. I like James Conner's
I
a
think
good
he's good.
player. I think he's good, but again, I just go meh.
They have a top 5 tight end, pass catching tight
Trey
end, and
McBride might be the only one who I go, okay,
I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is good. I mean,
potentially good.
yeah, he's a big body. He's got hands. Just you have to get him the ball.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole Cardinals situation is just like I don't watch enough of their games because
Yeah.
I'm never worried about, like, have either of you guys ever
Never.
gone into a Cardinals game being like, oh, fuck, Cardinals this year?
I
Gonna be
honestly
toughy.
can't remember the last time I watched a full Cardinals game. This year will be the first time in probably 4
Kurt
years I've seen a
Warner.
full Cardinals game. Carson Palmer. Yeah.
Oh.
Palmer. Oh boy, facts.
Huge draft of
that
best
Aaron
Cardinals.
Rodgers game in the playoffs,
Yes,
overtime
there you go.
game. Remember that one? The back-to-back
I
Hail
watched-
Marys and then the Larry Fitzgerald.
I watched
play.
the week 1 game where the Bills had them. I think that was last year.
Yeah, not a great team. Stinky teams played each other.
Stinky.
This next game was a heater, possibly best game of the day. Heater.
Don't take my fucking job. Let me do it.
I haven't said it. I was waiting for you.
All right, sweet. So the Broncos played the other horsey team, the Colts, and lost to Danny freaking Dimes. 29-28. The kicker came out big and hit a kick. Me and Aiden, Carson wasn't here. He was actually on ESPN, so go check out Carson on ESPN last week.
Shout
The
out.
Colts are a decent team. Carson, this one's gonna suck for you. I want you to take the lead on this because the Colts are in your division.
I think that I'll give you my high, not like good outlook and bad outlook, and I'll start with the bad one just to feel good. The Colts look very similar right now to a team that started really good last season.
What is that team,
Do
Carson?
we not remember the Saints starting 2-0, balling out with Derek Carr? They had some of the best back-to-back weeks in recent memory, and all of a sudden,
I like this attitude
down they
from you,
go.
Carson. I like the
Down
hate.
they go.
Bring the hate out. I'm the Emperor and you're fucking Anakin. Do it.
And it's certainly possible. Daniel Jones is still probably not a top 10 quarterback. Same thing as Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold had a good season. So, he's in that category. And then the positive side, I think, which is probably the more likely side, they look good. JT's playing unreal.
Yep.
Danny Jones is playing real good. And I actually didn't mind him on the Giants at all. That team went and won a playoff game against Kirk Cousins' Vikings a couple years back. And I remember thinking, how the hell did this team just make it to the playoffs and win a game with what they have? So, it's not like he hasn't had no success in his past. And he hasn't had a super long career. So, shout out to him for playing good. And their defense looks pretty good. It doesn't have to be a crazy defense as long as their offense is scoring the way that it is. So, I got to give them credit, even though I don't like it very much.
Can I put some hope out there for you?
Please do, buddy. We are taking it heading into week 3.
Maybe the Broncos aren't as good as we think they are. I think all three of us have said Broncos good. I think that is a universal thing that everyone has said. I think it's all over. Everyone said it before the season. Maybe Broncos not so good this year. They didn't look great in their first game. They beat a Tennessee team who put up a good fight, and then they beat right? They played Tennessee.
Yeah.
And then they lost. They lost to a Colts team who beat Miami last week. Neither of these teams have played a gauntlet schedule.
And I will say, Colts almost lost that game and probably should have lost that game because there was a penalty on Denver, which moved them up 15 yards from a 60-yarder, which they had missed. So it could have been over the Broncos' win. Instead, he makes the kick on the 45-yarder.
Okay, I love doing this. Aiden, can you keep track? Colts schedule. Can we go through it? Carson, you tell me win or loss.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, Aiden, you ready?
Okay, go.
All right, so the Colts are 2-0, and they are at Titans.
I think they'll probably win that again. I don't think the Titans are good enough to pull off a win against them.
Okay, at Rams, 4:05 game.
I'll take Stafford in that game.
Alrighty. Home against the Raiders.
Man, those are probably some of the most similar teams in the league. As far as Geno and Daniel Jones go, they're both right at the same level. I'm not thinking about them. They can play good, but they're not world beaters. I'd probably take the Colts at home.
Okay, at home against the Cardinals.
I'll give the Cardinals that one randomly. They always have 5 or 6 wins in a season.
Okay, 4:05 slate at Chargers.
Chargers. I'll give the Chargers that one as well.
Okay, home against the Titans, 4:25 slate.
I'll take the Colts twice.
Okay, at Steelers in November.
I'll take the Colts again.
Alrighty. Sunday Night Football, 9:30. Oh, whoa, no. This is Sunday day. This is a
Morning.
Europe game?
Yeah, it's a Europe game.
Okay, Europe game
Berlin.
against the Falcons. 9:30 a.m. start.
Give me Falcons.
Okay, bye week into at Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Okay, your Houston Texans at home against. So the Colts are at home against the Texans.
I'll be optimistic right now. I'll go with the Texans. They've been good in division.
Okay. December game, 1 p.m. at Jacksonville.
I'll go Jacksonville.
At Seahawks, 4:25 game.
I'll go Colts.
49ers, 8:15 Monday Night Football. Probably going to get flexed.
I'd say Niners. I'll go Niners.
Home against the
If they're
Jags.
They'll split. I'll say they'll take this one.
Okay, and then at Houston, 1 p.m. to end the season.
That'll be the biggest game of the year for both these teams if they are both relevant at that time. It's tough to say. I'd probably go with the Colts if they are
Okay.
the way that they are right now.
All right, you have
Okay.
you have the Colts going 9-8.
That's not a playoff team.
Okay,
Not a playoff team.
unless they win the
You are
division, the
not high
Texans
on
have a
the
worse
Colts,
record
eh?
than them.
You're not high on the Colts, and like I do get that. Comparing them to the Saints team, a little crazy. The Saints did beat up on a Panthers and Cowboys team last year. I mean,
to be fair, the Colts beat up on a Dolphins and Broncos team. I think the Broncos are better than either of those teams you just named, comparing it to last year. But I do think the Broncos are a good team still.
I think the Broncos are a good team. I think Vegas called and they got a little bit of a lucky win, especially with the line being at 2.5 for the Broncos. That
Mhm.
I feel like there's a lot of money on that. But no, I do think the Colts are a better team than we give them credit for. They played a pretty mistake-free football game against what I do think is a good Broncos team that should make the playoffs. And
Jonathan Taylor looked good.
they didn't just beat the
He
Dolphins
looked really
either.
good.
They blew their back out. And also a mistake-free football game.
To be fair, so
Yeah,
did the
30
Patriots, though.
No, the Patriots.
33-27 is not a blowout. 33-8's a blowout.
Yeah, the Patriots did not manhandle the Dolphins in the way I thought they would.
My argument for the Colts is, yeah, they have Danny Dimes, and you kind of compare them to the Raiders. They're better than the Raiders. They have Jonathan Taylor, who's a proven great running back. They do have weapons at receiver with Pittman and Josh Downs. Yeah, they're not flashy, but they're good receivers. And Tyler Warren, he's looking like a beast this year, dude. He's looking like a guy who's coming up. And behind an offensive line who I believe is ranked like 7th, Danny Dimes not having too much pressure on him like he did in New York, has time to throw the football a little bit more. The defense looks okay. I think this team has a chance. Them going 9-8, I don't think it's a terrible guess. I do think
the Colts O-line ranked number 5 on Fantasy Pros.
And I do think they could steal one more or lose one more. So I do think you have a pretty good line with 9-8. I do think that last game with you guys could be for the division in the end. Both of you trying to get that 10-win spot.
I think it would be, yeah.
Agreed.
So I do think you have competition. I wouldn't be too worried about the Jags.
I don't know. I think don't sleep on Duval.
They did look decent against us in the first half. They kind of choked it in the second half. They should have won that game, especially after getting 3 picks from Browning. The Titans obviously aren't doing anything this year. I don't know. I do like Houston. Great defense. They just need something. They need an offensive line and a running back.
They need the line. He's gotten sacked 4 times in this. He got sacked 4 times in this game. He got sacked 3 times in week 1. I'm not putting him on Mahomes, Alvin, Lamar standard. I just think that, just like Purdy, he needs a team.
Can we all safely say the only team from this division that is going into the playoffs is the team that wins the division? Do we all agree on that?
Unless the Colts to somehow decide that they're a real deal, I agree.
Okay.
I have to look at the other divisions. I don't know that that's 100% because
Chargers, Chiefs.
Look at the AFC North.
Broncos.
Like, I could see
then
just the Ravens making it. I could see just the Chargers or just the Chiefs making it. I think we could
say just the Bills.
Just the
I'd
Bills,
say just Bills. I think it might be a little stacked in that AFC West. I think the Chargers will make it, and I do think that the Chiefs have to bounce back. I can't see them missing the playoffs.
Okay, so let's just get into that because I feel like we've been teetering over this all day. The Eagles won 20-17 against the Chiefs. Before we get into serious football talk, I do want to bring something up. Again, this is off-season talk, but this is the NFL, so I feel it's important to bring this up. The Chiefs were wearing free Rashee Rice shirts before the game. This dude, okay, he was drag racing in Texas and could have killed a mother and a child and got 30 months or 30 days of, I don't even know whether it's prison time, I don't think it is, but I think it is public service or whatever you call it. Serves whenever he wants to, and he got suspended for 6 games. Taylor Swift's future husband is wearing free Rashee Rice for almost killing anyone on the streets.
No,
he almost
definitely
killed someone.
Be funny, and no, you're right. It's ridiculous. It is funny, but it's ridiculous though.
I agree. It is hilarious.
I think it's just as bad almost as Jalen Carter spitting on Mahomes or on that dad. Like, it's up there for horrible things.
Free him from what though? From a 6-game suspension? From a job that he makes millions of dollars?
Free him from the thing that he committed, from the crime that he committed?
Look, I'm not going to support this. I'm not going to support this. But it's almost like it's almost so funny, like so I don't even know, like it's almost so satire that it is funny. Like it's like to the point where it's like, how could you be wearing that shirt? First of all, he's not in prison. And
he's on the couch making millions.
Yeah, he's on the couch making millions. He's suspended for 6 games, and he almost killed someone. It's almost to the point where it's so like past that line that you're like, are they joking? Like, is this supposed to be funny?
This would be in comparison to this podcast. One of us says some awful racist remarks. and the other two wear free Jacob shirts because I said some awful racist remark and we suspended me for 3 episodes. It's like, oh, Jacob's not gonna be on this episode. He said something awful.
Yeah, I don't know.
He'll be back in 3 episodes. Like, he could have seriously injured someone, but
like a shirt like this is almost like,
you know what I mean, though?
Are you suggesting you could have seriously injured someone with your racism?
yeah, why did it
I'm
have to be a
just-
racial slur?
Oh, I didn't. Guys,
Okay.
this is a
This
sports
is a
comedy
hypothetical-
podcast. Jeez Louise.
No, I think it's like, oh, dude, I don't know. It's so fun. It's almost like wearing like a free OJ shirt or something like that. Like, it's, to me, it's almost to the point where it's like, what are we talking about?
Oh boy.
It's so funny.
Hey, shout out to the Juice. Bad guy. Good football player. Better football player than human.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get off this
Yeah.
before this whole show
What did you guys think about the
unravels.
game? Boring? Wish it was better?
Can I bring up one more point before we dive into the full game?
Yeah.
The Eagles are on every single tush push. By the way, there was not a tush push in week 1. I don't know if we said that or not already. There was not a tush push in week 1. This week they did have to do tush push. The entire offensive line jumped on the Eagles, and it was not called. Why is that not getting called? I hate the Chiefs.
But multiple times.
The entire Eagles offense jumped offside, and it was not called. You need to call that. This is going to come into play later.
Yeah.
This will come in a Eagles to win the division, a Eagles to win a playoff game. This will happen. Call that.
Well, even for the
Now-
Chiefs in this game, like going
Yeah.
0-2 after this game is big.
Huge.
Like they call that 1 or 2 times and they have a chance.
Agreed. So that, I think, is a major turning point and something that NFL refs need to do better at. You have replay assist. Call it.
Yeah, I agree.
The other thing I do have is Chris Jones told Jalen Hurts, you didn't even throw for 100 yards. And Jalen Hurts said, shut up, bro. We won the fucking game. Jalen Hurts threw for 103 yards.
Oh, dude.
You know what? He's winning football.
He
He's
won.
winning
He
football.
won the game, and
Yeah.
and again, if they're gonna let the Eagles get away with it,
I
then
just
they
don't
got
think
away
need
with it,
him
like-
to be involved, and I think that it's part of who he is, just winning. You know, he did it in college, and now he's doing it in the NFL. It's clearly a part of just who he is.
yeah,
But what was the thing that you had mentioned right before Hurts?
Rashi Rice.
Was it him? I feel like there was something in between. Anyway,
Oh, the Eagles jumping.
Oh yeah, going off sides.
yes, yeah, the tush push, yeah. I think
Yeah.
that I start to agree with people the more that I watch the play, that the optic part of it is not great. It isn't fun to watch that play. Like, it's not very entertaining. Doesn't
Yeah.
look good. Doesn't fit football, I wouldn't say.
And the
but yeah,
Eagles
I
have
mean,
2 of the best wide receivers who are getting not touched.
Anything. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think that's Jalen Hurts' fault. I think that that's just how they run it. I think he could play good if he was given the opportunity. That's a whole
Yeah, that's
separate
play
point. But I would
calling.
also say that this year's probably the end of the tush push. I don't know if you guys would agree with that or not, but
I wouldn't be surprised. I think the Lions, I think, are the only team who didn't vote against the Tush Push being banned, and they're the only team who plays them this year.
Yeah.
And I think that's a strictly Dan Campbell call, just because, like, I'm a man, I want to beat you.
Yeah.
I think the Tush Push is garbage only because, again, they jump off sides, and this is a thing that's happened. Did it not happen last year?
I mean, I couldn't tell you. I can't think of a time it has. But
No.
they pointed out twice in this game, showing the replay of them jumping off sides. For me, I don't mind the tush push. I think football is a hard-nosed sport. I hate the fact that they argue we want player safety and then allow this play. I think those are two combative arguments, because all this play is literally punching your heads into each other as hard as you can, and your team hopefully pushing back the other team a few inches. I mean, all they're trying to do is get somebody to not push the quarterback, correct? That's technically what the tush push is having someone push the quarterback. Jake,
Pretty
you
well.
muted.
Sorry, boys. I muted myself. I got the play pulled up right here. Here we go.
For those listening, we're watching the Eagles. 3 of the 5 linemen jump offside before snap, and oh my god, dude, we're talking like full on, already touching Chiefs players before the ball is snapped.
And this wasn't called.
That's
like
crazy.
And I'm not a big Chiefs supporting player or person. Like, I don't like the Chiefs.
Quite the opposite.
This is crazy, no?
Yeah, that's insane.
Anyways.
Wow.
It is
it's
pretty
so obvious too.
It is pretty ahead, but it's hard to judge what it looks like as a ref.
Look at the ball, though. That's moving. Okay.
But look
it's
at
like
that. Like, they just
milliseconds, though.
dive in with their heads. Like,
Carson,
so
but that's everything. 1, 2,
from 20
3
yards out.
Don't preach player safety and then allow this play. I'm all for the play. I'm all for the play, but don't preach player safety to me.
And also, don't preach we get every call right when you did. Like, again, this is gonna come up in a bigger game than this, and this already low-key cost the Chiefs the game.
Yeah, potentially cost them a win.
And I'm all for reffing against the Chiefs, but if this were my team, I would post this. Yeah.
Yeah, and rightfully so.
So call it.
Oh, I just looked at the games and saw what came on after this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Carson, do you have anything else on Chiefs Eagles?
Not really, other than 2 big stats that came out of this game, like in relation to the win totals. First time the Chiefs have started the season 0-2 under Mahomes, and he has now lost 3 straight games if you include the Super Bowl, which has never happened in any string of his career, including the last time he lost the Super Bowl. So,
yep. And first time Chiefs strange. Are 0-2 since 2014.
Yeah. Yeah, so it is minorly concerning. I'm not throwing them aside by any means yet. I still think they make the playoffs fairly comfortably. Yeah. They are banged up, and they've been playing longer seasons than everybody else. And they've been winning for a long time. And we put him up there with Tom Brady already. So let's look at that guy. He's had seasons in his career where he's played a full season, and they haven't even made the playoffs. People
He's
forget
had
about that,
retooling
but-
years. This might be a retooling year.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce was losing his mind after they scored a touchdown. He was freaking out.
I will say, in comparing him to Tom Brady has never taken a snap in his career where he was mathematically eliminated from the playoffs.
Has Patrick Mahomes?
No.
Okay.
I still think they'll make the playoffs this year as well.
Okay. Okay. I was waiting for that to go somewhere.
Oh, no. It was just, we were just saying that he's missed the playoffs. I'm just saying, even the years that he's missed the playoffs, it's that last game of the season that is on the line.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anything else? Whoa.
Nope. Moving on.
You want to put a
Don't
no,
you want
put
to talk
that-
shit behind
don't.
the game? Put me on the sorry ass wide receiver like Crabtree. Sleep on that.
All right. Stinker of the week. Me and Aiden talked about this
Yeah.
last episode. 22-6. The Falcons beat the Vikings in a field goal kicker. Bye-bye, Young Hoku.
Yep.
Oh my god, I turned this off. It was so boring.
Bro. The thing is, I'm sitting in a hotel room, and this is all I have to watch left on the TV. I swear to God, I'm laying in my bed, and there's a 60-inch TV in front of me playing this game, and I'm watching it for maybe the first full quarter, which is about 6 points a game. JJ McCarthy looks like absolute ass. The Falcons are really good on their half of the field and then proceed to absolutely die in the other half. And then I pull out my phone and I go on Pixel Golf and I play that for about an hour and a half while this game goes field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal. And I think maybe a garbage time touchdown at the very end. Yes, a garbage time touchdown. This game sucked, dude. Sucked. McCarthy looks
Agreed.
like trash. Penix looked very mediocre. Bijan Robertson is an absolute beast, dude. They should have just literally handed the ball off to him every play. And they could have scored more. This game was terrible.
Yeah, not a great game. Least entertaining of the game of the week for sure. I don't have anything
Jake,
to say on it at all.
you did mention they got rid of Young Hoku. They got this guy Romeo, who just came in the facility the other day. After
The
the
Falcons
game,
did, yes.
yeah, the Falcons. Sorry. After the game, he's being interviewed, and they're like, "So, do you know your teammates?" And he points at Bijan. He's like, "I know Bijan. I don't know this guy." They meet live on the TV because he hasn't met anyone yet. That was funny. This guy has a job now for sure. After a game like that where he has to kick 5 field goals. Bro, what a stinker to have at a Sunday night, especially after the day of football we had with the Colts, Broncos, the Chiefs, Eagles. I would have rather watched the 49ers and Saints game.
I would have rather watched the Bears Lions.
You could have watched Ben Johnson.
At least
cry
it was
after the game.
offensive. Yeah. I think do either of you guys have any more points on this? Because I think this is such a turn the page.
Please
whatever.
turn the page. Slam the book
Yeah.
closed.
Carson?
No, definitely not.
Okay. Let's get into Chargers Raiders. Before this, I will say I want to go through some injuries that happened this week after this game, and then I have our fantasy. I don't know if you guys remember, we did a fantasy draft thing.
yeah.
I have the recap from that.
Forgot about that.
So,
Thanks.
Chargers Raiders, it was 20-9. a 10 p.m. Monday night game. Disgusting. Shame on you, NFL, for doing that to us. 20-9 for the Chargers over the Raiders. Don't have much on this. What do you guys think?
I mean,
I think that it's impressive that Herbert is playing the way that he has. I was really ready to be down on Herbert. It was hard for me to understand why. He just has to back it up. If they can play like the way that they've been playing, then it's great. But I think it's also still early in the season. I don't want to jump too ahead on some of these teams because look at the change for the Lions from week 1 to week 2. They completely flipped the scoreboard. And so I'd like to give it some time to see exactly how this team looks. But credit to them for going 2-0 so far. Their run game seems okay. I like that they're passing more than they are running. I didn't like that they steered away from throwing. You have a great arm at the helm. Why not unleash the ball more often? Defense looking good again. They're looking like they could be the number 1 point scoring defense. Once again, they were last year. So, there's a lot to like if you're a Chargers fan, as well as the fact that you just beat a division team and the week before you did as well, who just went to the Super Bowl and they're 0-2. So, lot to like.
damn, Carson, you kind of hit the nail on the head with that. Yeah, Herbert looks great. I was going to say the same thing about him passing. I love the fact that they're throwing the ball more this year because they did steer away from that last year. The line looks good. Quentin Johnson's not dropping balls. On the other side of the ball, the Raiders don't look so hot. I don't know if it's the play calling. Brock Bowers seems to be getting these like tight end routes. I know he's a tight end, but this guy's a baller. He can play as a big receiver type body. Give him those routes. And then I just wanted to mention Aston Gente because the high praise we've talked about him during the offseason. I'm waiting for a breakout game now. After watching these first 2 games and him kind of not doing much, I'm watching him close, thinking, is he gonna be the Heisman, the runner-up Heisman? Like, what do you have this game? He had 11 rushes for 43 yards. And last week, I think he had like 18 for 36. So nothing
which
spectacular.
Week 1 was really bad.
Yeah. And then Geno threw 3 picks. I mean, Geno did not look good.
One of them was nowhere close to a wide receiver either.
Yeah.
He's basically the J-Mo with no character.
My thing about the Raiders is, like, you don't have a wide receiver. Why is this not Brock Bowers every game?
Yeah.
Like, you have Jacoby Myers, but who's their backup? Does anyone even know who the second target is?
Rookie, I thought it was Dante Thornton.
No, that's Chiefs.
See, we don't even know.
I'm pretty sure.
Thornton had 1 catch for 20 yards. They do have Trey Tucker as well, who had 3 catches for 12 yards. But no, I agree. Like, it's Jacoby Myers and Brock Bowers had 11 receptions. But like I said, Brock Bowers, I agree. It should be the Brock Bowers show. They're just not. It's the offensive play calling. They're not giving him where he can get open in the field. Like, I don't know, bad calling. I think because we saw him do it last year where he was dropping 100-yard games.
Yeah. All right. Clean up. Anyone have anything else on this game before I get some other news out?
Trade for Kamara.
There you go. Okay. Injuries of the week. We talked about Joe Burrow already. Bears Pro Bowler cornerback Jalen Johnson is out indefinitely with a groin. Jaden Daniels has a knee sprain. We'll see what his status is for Sunday. JJ McCarthy out next week. Could be out for 2 to 4 with a high ankle sprain. Missing someone. Aaron Jones is placed on IR with hamstring injury. Take Mason. If you can. He probably isn't anywhere. Justin Fields left the game last week with a concussion. I don't know if he's on IR or not. I think that's it, boys. Am I missing anything?
I don't think so.
I think so.
Do you guys have any other thoughts on this week? I can't believe it's already week 3. It
I
went
know.
by so fast.
My last final thing, I guess I would say, is I think the Jags, just watching that game, Bengals Jags, they have a great wide receiver room, in my opinion. Even Parker Washington was balling out, and he is like the 4th on that in that room. Travis Hunter had some nice catches. BTJ is obviously a beast.
Good on defense too.
He did give up.
Yeah, he did. He
the
did have a few
game-winning PI
moments.
call.
I know, but I couldn't watch
He's-
all of this game. But when I saw him on defense, I thought, okay, he's more competent than I thought.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he also was going up against 2 big bodies in T. Higgins and Andre Yosevas. So
That's what I'm saying, though.
yeah.
Okay, dead air.
Yeah,
Anyone
that's
have
it.
anything
Sorry, I
else?
thought Carson had more to say.
No, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Okay. So last week on this show, we did everyone drafted a running back, a quarterback, and a wide receiver. I have our list. So Carson, you drafted Saquon Barkley, Baker Mayfield, and Brian Thomas Jr. You ended with 49 points. Aiden, you drafted CMC, Jamar Chase, Justin Herbert. You had 81, a little bit over 81 points.
That's good. I think that's
And
good.
I had Amon-Ra St. Brown, Josh
Fuck.
Allen, and Derrick Henry.
Oh,
I had 53 points. A little bit over. Aiden, you are the clear winner of this week of the random fantasy draft. Congratulations.
thank you. Thank you. Can I trade it for Joe Burrow's health?
No, you may not. You are
Then
banned.
it is fucking useless.
I thought about doing this every week, but I feel like it's just going to be us drafting the same 7 players all year.
Yeah, probably.
So I say we bring it back maybe later in the year.
Maybe for playoffs. We can do it for playoffs. Or
yeah, for sure.
we could do a survivor pool
Ooh,
in playoffs.
that would be fun.
I agree.
I did have one. Should we do a dude's draft, boys? I know it's late, but a quick one.
You got one?
Yeah, I got one for us.
All right,
Yeah,
let's rip it.
Okay, real quick, and then we'll end the show right there.
Here we go!
Welcome to Dudes Draft of the Week. This week, we are doing a rapid-fire Dudes Draft of the best green things. Aiden, you may pick the order.
All right. We'll do the order of my screen. Carson, Marsh, myself.
Okay, green number 1. I'm just gonna go grass. Just give me grass with
Great
the
pick.
1.
All
Great
right, I
pick.
will
Great
go
grass.
money.
Good pick.
That's another great pick.
Good pick. You took grass. I was gonna take trees. I'll go leaves. I'll take leaves on trees.
Very nice.
And then I'm gonna go Shrek. I'll take Shrek.
Nice.
I will take a NFL field.
All right.
Okay. I will take light, green light for go. Go
Bad
get
pick.
that.
That's such a rapid fire pick. I love it.
Yeah. Well, gotta do what you gotta do. Green. Give me the green beam in 2K.
Okay.
Okay. Give me Yoda.
Good pick.
Nice.
Oh, my turn. Okay. I will take. Oh my god! I just had my pick and I just lost it. No, I just had a good pick in my head. It was loaded up. Oh my god! It was. Oh. Okay, give me Mike Wazowski. And then it's between. Nah. Give me the cactus.
I will end my pick on the Spearmint Zin.
Good pick.
Okay, for the final, give me Leprechaun.
Good pick.
Ooh, great pick.
Honorable mention, green beer on St. Patrick's Day and the Toronto St. Pats.
Dude,
Ooh,
I've got Mountain Dew.
Aiden, did you have one?
Ooh.
Mountain Dew.
It's a nice one too.
Should have drafted Mountain Dew. All right.
That'll do it for the Huddle podcast this week. Carson, where can everyone find us?
YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and at your mother's house at the Huddle Podcast. Not at your mother's house.
Quentin Johnson. Thank you, guys.